and we're just waiting for YouTube. Hey, we're live on both now. Welcome everybody to Back Talks with Dr. Sean McWilliams. It's great to have you here. And the question I'm going to answer is that does your posture actually make you age? And the answer, believe it or not, is yes. And I want to show you why, and I also want to show what you can do to help dramatically reduce that, slow it down, and even reverse it. All right, let's get to it. Hey, if it's your first time being here, I want to say thank you so much. Thanks for being part of our family. We've been doing this for over a year, every single Wednesday, and we love to help you if you're suffering with a back pain or neck pain, if you're dealing with bulging discs and a herniated disc and you want a non-surgical approach, you are at the right place. And I want to answer your questions for you today while you're on here, so please don't be shy. If you want to talk to me more in private, you can definitely do that by either DMing me or you can set up a calendar invite with me and we can have a Zoom call together and talk, and I can tell you how to do that. You can go to booking.drseanmcwilliams.com and you can get onto my calendar, fill out a form for me, and let me know everything you've been dealing with. You can send me your imaging as well, and we'll go over that together. And I do it complimentary right now because I just want to help people feel amazing and get their lives back, especially you moms, because you deserve to do that. You do so much for everybody else. You deserve for someone to take care of you and help you. So all that being said, please say hello if you haven't already, and would love to say hello back to you and let me know where you're at. So let's get into it. So does your posture really make you age? Well, it does, and there's a few reasons for that. So let's take a look at this. If you've been with us before, you've probably seen this chart. It's called an intradiscal chart, and somewhere I'll put my pencil. Hey, there it is. Boom. And what an intradiscal chart does is it shows us the amount of compression into our spine and our discs based off of different postures. So I'm going to blow this up a little bit. So I want you to look at this guy right here. So if your low back is bothering you, then one of the best things I can tell you to do right off the bat is lie typically on your back is most comfortable for almost everybody. And that's 25 kilograms of pressure into your low back. It's about the least amount you can do onto the low back in any postures. If you lie on your side, it goes to 75, as you can see. And if you stand, it goes to 100. And so people are like, oh, should I go for a walk, if my back's really bothering me? And the answer is definitely not. You should not be doing that when your back is bothering you. You should be doing this. You should be lying on your back with pillows underneath your knees, icing your back. That's what you should be doing. And I tell you that from taking care of tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of people over my last 25 years of full-time practice and my last 10 years of just specializing in bulging and hernia discs. So I'm telling you, that's the thing to do. Because if you don't believe me, well, first of all, the chart doesn't lie. It's 75 more kilograms of compression into your low disc. And think about it, the more you compress your body, the more decay it's going to have. If you walk around with a 50-kilogram backpack on your body all day long, do you think it's going to change your posture? Yeah, of course it is. So, it's tough on our bodies to do that. So we want to have the least amount of compression into our body, okay? So one of the things, though, and this is a big one that everybody does, is let's talk about sitting. And here's probably the biggest culprit of sitting, and that's this posture right here, where you're sitting up on the front of your chair more. And he just doesn't have a keyboard in front of him, but you can imagine his arms being out in front of him where he's got a keyboard and he's looking down at his monitor. That's 185 kilograms of compression into your low back disc. So the higher the number, the faster you're going to age. So when people say, should I get a standing desk? Well, my answer is always yes. Yes, you should. And why do I give you that answer? Well, I give you that answer because of this chart right here. If I have you sitting, and I know that I got you at 185 kilograms of compression, and I can get you to stand at a desk, I just reduced it by 85 kilograms of pressure for you. Is that going to let you live longer and have less compression? Yeah, of course it is. So do I want you standing all day long? Not really, to be honest with you. I'd love for people to have a choice because sometimes you're just going to get tired of standing all day long. I'm standing at a standing desk right now. I mean, this is where I do it all at, and I really enjoy it. Do I want to be at this all day long? No, I enjoy sitting too. So you want that to have the option is going to be the best thing. Okay, so I want you to have options, and that's what you want. So that being said, The other thing I want to talk to you about is I want to talk about phone use. If you've been with me before, you know this little guy, magical, right? I mean, what we can do with these things. But hey, Marisa from Ireland. Let's see. It is a soft day. That is what the Irish say. Top of the morning is a made-up phrase. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. It is a soft day, so I would assume that's a way of greeting somebody. And it's a soft day to you too. Maybe I don't know, hopefully I'm saying that right. Anyway, great to have you here. My amazing girlfriend, all the way from Ireland with her girlfriends, having fun. So, you know, I love that I get to talk to people all over the world in real time. I mean, think about it, 10 years ago, you know, probably was never possible to do. And this is one of my favorite things I do about doing lives and helping educate people, is to be able to share my knowledge all around the globe. You know, and if you could see to the side of me here, I have a 8.5 by 15 foot map of the world. And every time we get to have an impact in somebody's life and make their life better, we put a pin in there and we learn about where they live. It's one of our favorite things to do, Marisa and I, and we love to do a lot of really cool stuff like that together. So great to have you here, Marisa. I hope you're having an amazing time. And of course, I miss you. Okay, all that being said, now that I'm getting a little teary-eyed, let's talk about this guy. This is an epidemic that's happening, right? You're seeing our children down in these positions like this for extended periods of time. I will let you know if you come over to my house. I'm a broken record. Over and over again, I'm telling them, hold your phone up. Hold your phone up. And what do I mean by holding our phone up? I mean, you know, instead of doing this, is what so many people do, and you look at my posture, this. And how do you do it? Easiest way to do this is to put your elbows on your chest and hold your phone up like this. You know, so you don't have to be out like this where your arms are doing all the work. Just rest those boys right on your chest somewhere, and now you can scroll and you can text and all that stuff, and you're looking straight ahead. Does it have an impact on us? Yeah, it does. Like, check this out. You know, I dedicated my brain and neck to science last year to take these x-rays because I couldn't find them on Google anywhere. Like, I couldn't believe that nobody ever took this picture on Google. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute, Marisa. You know, you and I both love Kiva. So this is when you are holding your phone up. Now, obviously you don't have to hold it that close to your face. I had to do it just to get everything into the x-ray picture here. But one of the things that I want you to see is that when we look straight ahead, our neck should relatively be in the shape of a nice, this is not the easiest to draw when I'm standing up on this thing, a curve somewhat similar to that, okay? And mine's pretty close to that. When we look down at our phone though, now you can see the change. And what will start to happen is, and what's happening to our youth, is these vertebrae are becoming wedge shaped. And eventually that wedge, just like a piece of pizza, comes to a point, right? And when you start changing the shape of your bones, of your spine like that, it's going to be almost impossible to get their heads back up to stay straight when they're in their mid-20s to 30s, because they've been doing this stuff for so long. So that's going to age your body. And the other thing that this does is that it creates spinal cord adverse mechanical tension, is the official medical term for it. What's that mean? That means that our brainstem sits right up here. Whoop, sorry about that. And it runs down through a tunnel, a channel right in this area. And we know scientifically, because there's been research done on this, that when the neck is in the shape, when you're looking down like that, you're creating what's called adverse mechanical cord tension. What's that mean? That means this. That means that your spinal cord, this is the network cable that takes the computer's information and runs it out to your 50 trillion cells in your body. This is the network cable. When that happens, instead of the spinal cord, when our neck's in the nice shaped curve, the spinal cord actually gets slightly compressed and it's nice and relaxed in that tunnel. When we do the opposite and we look down, I hope you can see this. Make sure I get you a good picture here. What's happening to that spinal cord? That's right, it's stretching. That's called adverse mechanical cord tension. And what we've learned with adverse mechanical cord tension is it tears your capillaries. What are capillaries? Capillaries are the small blood vessels. That is where your oxygen and carbon dioxide get exchanged at for those tissue cells. So when that happens and we tear, you're getting loss of blood supply to your spinal cord. So do you think it's going to keep it healthier, or do you think it's going to make it break down faster? Well, you know the answer already. Hey, Stephanie Trinkle, long time no see. Great to have you here. Happy Wednesday to you. I don't want that happening to you. Did you know, I worked in the largest chiropractic clinic in the world, or probably one of the, in the top 10 for sure. We were seeing 1,200 people every week in our office. And I did everybody's exams and I did everybody's x-rays. And I remember when I went to go work there, my leader was like, did you know that a reverse curvature, which is what you're seeing right here, we're going to consider that a reverse curvature where the spine starts to go the opposite direction. He says, did you know that people don't live past 65 years of age with that? And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought he was full of crap. But I started taking everyone's x-rays there, and what I started noticing after month after month after month, the people that had a reverse curve because of postures like this, they were all under 65 years of age. And in 2 years of working in that clinic, can't even imagine how many x-rays that we took for people in that type of volume, one person that we took care of that I knew that had a reverse curve that was older than 65. It shortens our lifespan dramatically, everybody. It's going to shorten the lifespan of your children and your grandchildren if they don't know this knowledge to hold their phone up. So I beg you from the bottom of my heart, please start holding your phone up like this, okay? So what else can you do? Well, I'm sure Marisa and Stephanie were wondering about that. If you go back on one of my other lives, we had a live that we did on our superhero postures. And superhero posture is a posture where shoulders are back, arms are rotated slightly back, spine is elongated like we're stretching the spine, okay? Instead of being compressed, we want to elongate the spine, all right? And you can do that. You have muscles that do that, elongate the spine. All right, and the exercise that we want you to do is bring your arms all the way back. Like, I know black on black doesn't help, but I'm bringing my arms all the way back like this. And watch, I rotate it. So I want you to rotate your thumbs backwards like that. Hopefully I can get that in the camera there for you. Okay, like that. So don't keep your hands forward like that, because that's what you're doing all day long when you're on a keyboard. So you got to go back like this and rotate those thumbs backwards, please. All right, it feels really good. And bring those shoulder blades back, elongate the spine, take a deep breath in. And then what I like to do if you're standing against the wall is I want you to push everything back against the wall like this. Hold that for 10 seconds, lifting that chest up, pulling those shoulders back, pushing that head back, and then relax. And I want you to do a set of 4 of those, okay? And when you get off there, you're gonna notice a major change in how you feel. And what is also amazing about doing this so that you don't age is that it actually changes your hormone levels. Did you know by doing that for just 1 minute, you will increase your testosterone levels by 30% on average? You will lower cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. When you're stressed, that's the one that's pumping out. And you will increase your risk tolerance by almost 30%. What's risk tolerance? That's when you know in your heart and your mind that you want to go do something, but you're afraid to do it. Well, risk tolerance, when that goes up, you have more confidence to go do what you're afraid to do. Make that telephone call. Follow up with a client. Talk to your children about something that's uncomfortable for you to talk about. All right? And the list goes on and on. Ask for that raise. Whatever it might be, okay? So that posture, and you do that 4 times, that's all the things you change. And when you do that, you slow down the aging process, okay? Because we're changing our stress levels. Stress makes us age faster. Look at anybody that's stressed. They got more wrinkles than a person that's all nice and relaxed, right? Okay, so the big question is that can you change your aging process with your posture? And the answer is Absolutely 1000% you can, and I hope I gave you a couple cool tips to do that today. We did some other lives as well. Go back and look at our lives. I showed you how to set your desk up and your monitor. I also showed you how to set your chair up properly and find a good chair. I just helped my buddy the other day. He was going to buy one. I said, don't get that one. I said, let me show you the one that you want to get, and I want to explain to you why you want this. So go back and watch that if you're trying to get your workstation set up better, okay? And I think it'll really help you a lot because I want you around for a long time. And I know the people that love you want you around for a long time too. So, you know, Marisa had mentioned Kiva. You know, if you know someone that's suffering with chronic neck or back pain, especially a mom that's got bulging discs and herniated discs, and they're looking for a non-surgical approach to managing that. We created a course called Disc University. I'm super proud of it. We teach you how to help heal your discs and get out of pain from the comfort of your home. Spent almost 2 years creating this course for people, and we're making differences all over the world, and I want you to be with a next person. So please go take a look at that. And one of the cool things is that with every purchase of Disc University, we donate 5% of the purchase price. And what we do is we do microloans all around the world. We pick someone that we think really needs a hand up, who needs some money, and we do microloans. You can go check it out at kiva.org. It's really cool. It's a neat thing to do with your family. You know, if you get a big map like the map I have to my right here, which is 8.5 foot tall by 15 foot wide map of the world. It's pretty detailed. It's really cool. You can get them for like $130 too. And I love it. And so, you know, every time that Marisa and I give a loan, you know, we make that person's name, we put a pin where they live with their name on it. And it's just something that, you know, it feels really good to give to people all around the world that you don't even know. And the cool part is that it's not, you know, you're not just lending them or just, you know, giving them money. You're actually giving them a loan to help stimulate business, because most of these people are doing this to start a business or to grow a business, or to make their lives better. And almost every one of them has paid us back. It's a really neat thing to do, and it's a great way to learn geography as well with your kids. So it just opens your heart. So go check out kiva.org. But I want you to know, if you buy Disc University, we're going to take 5% of that, and we're going to do a loan for you to someone, and we'll send it to you, so you know that not only are we helping you, but you're helping somebody else as well. So everybody wins. We help you feel better, and you help another person in the world have a better quality of life as well. So I hope you learned something today. If you did, I hope you'll share this. Hope you'll leave me a comment and let me know anything else that you'd like to learn about. You know, I'm always looking for subjects to talk about, of course, when it comes to spinal health as well. So please let me know. Stephanie, great to have you here. What's happening up in Lehighton, Pennsylvania these days? That's where we both grew up. So Stephanie's a very old friend that we went to high school together. So it's always great seeing you, Stephanie, and having you on here. I missed you the last month. Or if you were on there, unfortunately, I think my software was messing up, and I couldn't see anybody, which was really sad. So if you were here, please don't think I was ignoring you and not messaging you back. But it looks like it's working today, so I'm super stoked. Marisa, I hope you're having an amazing time over there. I know you and I will catch up later. Any questions for anyone? Let's see, we went over exercises, we went over Kiva, we went over holding your phone up, its effect on our central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. Yeah, I think we talked about a lot of good stuff today. So, you know, I can keep talking and talking, so I'm obviously way past my limit already. This is supposed to be 7 minutes, and I'm at 19, so we'll call it quits. Thanks for being here. I appreciate both of you and everyone else that's on here that I can't see. Thanks so much for being part of our world, and I hope I'm adding value to yours. So see you guys next Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Bye, Stephanie. Great having you here. Marisa, great having you here too, as always. Okay, bye, y'all.